Hello, we are your business consultants,
I'm Fisher Pruitt.
and I'm Xavier Hill. We understand you have plans for this business after Big Blue had to sell Rare Retro. Here is what we understand your plans for the future to be. Number one, Rare Retro needs a new sales channel. Rare Retro's customers come to listen to music and chat instead of purchasing products. Number two, Rare Retro's competitors seem to have things that Rare Retro lacks when it comes to marketing. For example, a website, an online ordering system, and an expansion into international markets. To help you to be the best consultants we can be, we will first conduct a SWOT analysis for Rare Retro, which will give us a good picture of the internal and external factors that Rare Retro needs to consider when applying your plan. We will then catch you up on some general marketing terminology and information. In addition, we will present a risk-taking analysis of the present and the future of your company. Finally, we will answer some questions.
To start out, a SWOT analysis is a type of analysis that takes into account internal and external factors that can be beneficial and harmful to the business. A strength is a beneficial internal factor for the business. Some strengths of this company are that it's got a strong local brand loyalty as well as a strong local community. There's another strength of this business is they have a unique selling point. There are not many businesses that sell rare vinyls and CDs. The products are also unique, being the rare vinyls and CDs. Some weaknesses are the internal factors that are negative to the business. Some weaknesses are a slow growth due to word of mouth advertising. There's also a weak international presence and a weak online presence because of the only in-person store. There's also potential of a new online industry, so there would be less established when we go online. People aren't going to know about it. There's also going to be the issue of not being prepared to ship in package CDs and vinyls if we go online. There's no method. The employees are not trained for shipping and packing. Some opportunities, which are the external factors that are beneficial towards the business, are there's a larger market for potential growth. There is potential for more brand marketing and more product marketing. There's also new types of marketing, such as above the line marketing, where you market through TV ads, radio stations, anything you pay to market for. Threats are external factors that could be negative for the business. Some threats are there's more competitive pricing. People pay premium because of the community they have at our store. So they're going to have to cut costs, or we're going to have to cut prices of our CDs and vinyls. There's also more competition, and there's larger, more established businesses always online. We are going to have to find a way to compete with them. The third, and one of the biggest threats to us, is the language barrier. We only operate in English, so we'll only be able to sell to places like Europe and the United States. We need to figure out a way that we can expand our market to the entire world. Based on the SWOT analysis, this business has an incredible opportunity in the international markets. The market is not saturated. There are not many businesses selling rare vinyls and CDs on the internet. There's also an increased demand for old vinyls with the aging population. We could also be a newcomer, which could stir up the online market and fix what people don't like about it. These options, while being specific to this business, may apply to many small businesses starting international trade.
Now, to understand how the changes you are presenting will affect your new business, we will first preface this with a general overview of the marketing functions, considering your lack of experience when it comes to this type of marketing.
In the marketing world, we refer to marketing functions as the 4 Ps: product, pricing, place, and promotion. Here are a few rhetorical questions that will exemplify these 4 Ps. For product, it is, what is your product or service? Is it any good? Will it be attractive? For price, it would be, what is the price of your product? Can it compete with others? Is your product placed well with respect to your customers? For place, is there a far drive? Is it convenient for customers? For promotion, it's, do you promote your product? Do you advertise well to get new customers? The biggest thing when it comes to marketing is knowing your customers. If you know what they want, you will be able to sell them products.
Marketing is more important now than ever in today's modern global economy. To survive in this climate, a business must be able to get its name out there to compete with other businesses doing the same thing. Typically, businesses will advertise where the most eyes are. For example, online or on a billboard, or like my partner said, on a radio show. To increase the effectiveness of this marketing avenue, having a small business can be great, but if it wants to expand into a globalized market, it cannot afford to not market like the others, or else it will be swamped by their success.
Some factors that influence client, customer, business buying behavior is customer service. This is a large one. It's how the business treats their customers. If they need help and they come in and somebody's mean, they won't want to come back. Similar is the relation between the business and the customers, so employee friendliness. If there are two businesses that sell the same thing at the same price and one is more friendly, the customer is more likely to go there. The simplicity of the buying process. If there's a complicated website where you have to order your rare CDs and vinyls, people aren't going to want to go through the process if it's really complicated and confusing. However, if the system is very straightforward, people will be fine with having to buy online. The stock. If there is limited stock, people are more likely to come in to check if there are stock. They'll also be on the website. This will increase the amount of people in the store and the more potential buyers. The advertising. If somebody sees a good ad that makes them come into the store, they're more likely to pick stuff up. There's also a good relationship as they already have a good perceived notion of the business.
There is a direct causational link between the actions a company does, whether that be marketing, public relations, or any other action a company might take, and the direct results and consequences of those actions. The new business plans you will be creating will have a result that will fundamentally change the way this business operates. We will mention the specifics of these actions and results shortly. These changes are obviously going to be risky for the business. These risk-taking opportunities will help the business grow from the analysis we have conducted. We have identified 7 changes that you will make to this business, their current impacts and their future impacts with respect to your new plan, being product, price, promotion, place, people, process, and physical evidence. To begin, product. As of right now, you sell beverages and rare vinyls and CDs, but in the future, you'll actually sell many less beverages, and you'll offer a more diverse selection of music to your audience. When it comes to price, as of right now, you can afford to put a higher premium on your own rare vinyls and CDs because of the work that was put in to get those CDs in the store. And in the future, you're obviously going to have to lower the price because of the need to compete with online retailers who sell the same CDs but for a lower price. When it comes to promotion, as of right now, you really only present through the word of mouth and through positive reviews. But in the future, you're really going to have a great deal of benefit going online. You're going to have a website, an online ordering system, and you're going to have global outreach to get your name and to get your message out to as many people as physically possible. This ties well into number 4, place. As of right now, you're pretty much a small local shop in a specific city. But in the future, with this online retail system, you're going to become an online retailer. You're still going to keep the same small in-person presence, but this is going to be offset by the incredible online presence that you're going to create with how many people will be wanting to buy rare CDs online that may not necessarily be within your general vicinity. Number 5, the people. As of right now, you have very loyal customers and they're all local. But in the future, you might actually have less loyal customers that were loyal before because some of them might be alienated by your growth. More customers overall, however, you are going to get way more customers than before because you're going to have so many people seeing your company than ever before. And these people are likely to become returning customers just by virtue of being in the industry of rare vinyls. Number 6, process. As of right now, you're a small shop, in-person coffee and CD vinyl sales. And as of right now, many people come into your business not really to buy any vinyls, but more so to relax and to listen to the music. In the future, you're going to have global shipping. You're going to have a bigger reach. You're going to have employee training. You're going to have to consider shipping procedures. And you're going to have to consider how much stock you need to put in to your vinyl sales to be able to accommodate for the increased demand that your company will face. These are all questions that we must consider when looking at the process of your business. And finally, physical evidence. As of right now, you only have rare vinyls and CDs as your physical evidence. And in the future, that's not going to change. You're still going to sell the same things. However, a bigger name recognition would lend itself to getting contacted by small jazz bands hoping to sell their products in your store, increasing the amount of physical evidence you actually have in yourself.
Many small businesses have to take risks when it comes to moving to international markets. To start, most businesses move to an online market. They don't have established market base. They also have more competition. Rare Retro has an established product line of rare vinyls and CDs. Rare Retro would be expanding into a new market by moving online. Within Rare Retro, they have a medium risk of when starting an online, according to the ANSOC matrix, because they're keeping the same products, but they're expanding markets. There are also other risks, such as the threats of potential big businesses and more competitions. But these can be outweighed by the potential opportunities of a bigger market, meaning more profits and a potential larger customer base.
Now we are going to go into some of your questions that you asked us and reply to them the best we can. Number one, do these changes that you are going to implement reflect Big Blue's original version for the business? In general, we are keeping the same idea that Big Blue had for the scene of local community stores by keeping and allowing the same social appeal. This is similar to Starbucks. Despite them being a huge international brand, every single one of their stores still has a local feel, which is what we're trying to do. We don't want to alienate our customer base by changing into this online retailer. We just want to increase the marketing avenues that we have. So to conclude, Big Blue's original vision for the business will stay.
Number two, how do we communicate the changes to our loyal customers? We predict that most of the loyal customers are in person because there's not yet an online marketplace for this company. We will be able to convey the idea that Big Blue's original vision of the store will remain in place. We could do this through word of mouth. If cashiers sell a CD, vinyl, or coffee, they could say, hey, we're online, maybe come check us out. We could also put up a poster or sign in the store saying, check out our website. We also want to convey the idea that there's not going to be a change to the local community that is currently happening. We want to keep this so we have the same local community and have the same local market base that's always been there. We also want to convey that there might be less materials, like less CDs and less vinyls in stock due to more demand online. For question number three, how do I communicate the changes to the staff that is still very loyal to Big Blue? We want to have an internal meeting that will be the simplest and most effective way to communicate this to the employees. We want to say that there will still be the same sense of community that Big Blue thrive for. We want to say this because it'll keep the staff involved and working hard throughout. We also want to convey the idea that there might be possibly more work due to having to package and ship vinyls and CDs now as before.
So, in conclusion, you have a big plan to help transition Rare Retro into the global economy. The SWOT analysis revealed that this business has some risk to take on when expanding, but the benefits could be great for business growth. Compared to its current day state, Rare Retro will increase its sales, no doubt, but this might be at the expense of some loyal customers alienated by the growth of the business. Overall, the plan itself seems to be headed in the right direction, considering the modern day nature of marketing, customer business relationships, and the global economy. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.